Hi everyone, look at this. We're back again so soon. I'm so excited. Today we're going to be doing a scheduling video because it's something that I am really working on myself right now, and as busy millennials, sometimes it's so hard to just pull yourself together and make sure you get everything done. So I have accumulated 10 tips. A lot of these I got from experience. Some of them I might have gotten from asking other people on their experience. Because I'm also learning how to be a more efficient and organized person. So here we go. I'm going to give you my top 10 scheduling tips for the busy millennial. Or the busy person. This could work for you all. Number one is my new all-time favorite thing to do and has been keeping my little butt in check throughout the week. And that is to have a calendar on your phone or online. I've been using the Google Calendar app on my phone because then I can fill it in online or on my phone and they both sync up. So if I'm on the go and I need to add something in there right away as soon as I think about it, I can put it right in my phone and I don't have to think about writing it down later or waiting to get home to add it in. And it's especially convenient for when I'm answering my emails on my laptop and then I get an email with a date, I just put it right away in my calendar. And some emails I get, it just automatically goes in there. I don't really know why or how that does that, but it's great. One less step for me. I was always a paper planner person. Say that 10 times fast. But now that I've gotten the hang of it, it is so much more efficient to have everything I need on my phone. But I still keep my physical planner to do my lists, and that is my second tip. My second tip is to make a to-do list and a must-do list. I like to do this for the week, writing down every single thing that I have to do that week and then adding to it as it goes on. But then every day you have a really short list of must-dos, things that you absolutely have to do that day. That way it seems less daunting and you can sort things out by importance and you tend to get things done a lot faster instead of going and doing the easiest things first and not having enough time to do the things you really needed to do that day. I was so guilty of doing that, but that has helped my life immensely. And I've even seen that tip in a book by Sarah Knight, so you know it's good. My third tip is to do on-the-go tasks online. And what I mean by that is that there's so many things that we can do online now rather than in person or at home or even by mail. I don't know many people who do mail anymore, at least not many millennials who still do mail. And that way you can get things checked off your must-do list a lot faster no matter where you are. But you can even order your groceries online now, which is awesome. So it's a great way to get in everything that you need to do and schedule them and do them around a time that works best for you. So then they're already done instead of at the end of the day when you're too tired or you can easily forget about them. And a great example of this for anybody who lives in Ontario is registering to vote, which you can now do online, which is really awesome. I know it's something that's so easy to put off, especially when you're really busy and you can forget about it, but now you can literally do it anywhere online at elections.on.ca, which is really cool. Again, registering to vote used to be a little bit more of a lengthy task and it took a little bit more time, but now it's super easy. A couple of clicks of a button and you're done. And speaking of which, this week is actually Canada's Democracy Week, so we're celebrating that from the 15th to the 21st. And this past Friday on the 15th was actually International Day of Democracy, so that's kind of cool. It's like the perfect time to register to vote. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that right now. Let me, just 1 minute. Register to vote. Done. And speaking of forgetting things, my fourth tip is to put reminders in your phone. And this is great if you have that calendar app because it kind of just reminds everything for you. But things that happen once a month, like, okay, haha. But other things that happen once a month, like paying your credit card or bills, those can be easily put into your phone and it'll remind you to do it. And that way your credit score also benefits from it. So it's a win-win. So putting on that little alarm just to tell you can do wonders and make your day a lot easier. Tip number 5 is to schedule only 1 or 2 times a day to answer emails. And this is something that I'm currently working on, but the days that I actually do this, I have much more productive days. So for example, you might choose to answer your emails right after breakfast, or maybe you want to answer them at 1 o'clock. Who knows? Whatever works for you. I recommend doing your emails before 5 p.m. because that's that's when most people finish work, so you're more likely to get an answer or to submit things on time. It's usually a better idea to get it in before 5 p.m. because, I mean, that's how the real world works. That one took me a bit because I'm someone who works at home. I just assume everyone works all the time or whatever hours. I forget that, you know, a lot of people's jobs are 9 to 5, and I think it's really great to remember that and have the courtesy, I guess, to email them during those times so they're not getting like a really important email while they're eating supper with their family or something. You know what I mean. Now, sometimes in university or at certain jobs, you're going to have to check your emails a little bit more frequently just due to the nature of things. I know I've gotten emails like the night before projects are due and different things like that with important information that you might need right away. But even then, only scheduling in 1 to 2 times a day is extremely beneficial for your productivity. Then you don't spend your entire day writing emails or checking emails, and you can get a lot more done. You learn to be more efficient writing emails that way as well. A benefit of this for me is that when I find that I'm writing my emails the same time every day, people are more likely to expect to hear an answer from me at that time. So if they don't hear from me before or after that, it's no surprise to them. And I don't know, I think the idea of this really helps people understand that you can't constantly be available, which is something that I think is really important. It's great for the sanity. Tip number 6 is using your downtime, like waiting online or in public transit or in waiting rooms, to get small, little tiny tasks done. For me, I really love to use public transit time to write out video ideas and to write out proposals. I find that really efficient because I know there's a start time and an end time, but use those small increments of time to get things done and you'll be surprised at what you can accomplish and what gets out of your way so you don't have to do it later or during a time when you're way too busy. Okay, number 7 I think is my favorite tip because it is what makes me most productive when I commit to it, and that is to take the first 30 minutes every single day to plan out your day. This is also where I like to write out a list in my physical planner, and I will write out every single thing that I am doing that day, whether that is an important meeting or even to remind myself to have lunch. Sometimes I'm so busy that I forget to have lunch and then I end up eating it around 3 o'clock. I actually did that today. When I do this in the mornings, I am more likely to get every single thing checked off my to-do list than if I don't do it, because then my brain is just kind of wandering around and doing things when I remember it, and it's a lot easier to forget, rather than going down a very organized list of your time. I also find when I do this, I have more time at the end of the day just to relax and breathe and go to bed early. And that segues into tip number 8, which is to get plenty of sleep and exercise. I know this is pretty self-explanatory, and we all know that if we get in sleep and exercise, we are more productive and we're more energized, and in turn you just feel a lot happier and more motivated to do the tasks ahead and enjoy it a lot more. That's a pretty obvious one, but I think it's one that a lot of us forget. Number 9 is actually something that I really had to think about a lot more, and it's something that I had trouble with, and that is confront the reasons why you haven't completed a task. Sometimes we spend more time thinking about doing a task rather than doing it, and I really struggled with that because sometimes I didn't know where to start, or I didn't feel like doing it because I knew it would be a tedious process, or that particular thing made me nervous and I just kept putting it off. But it's so important to ask yourself, why am I putting it off? Is it as difficult as I think it is? And if not, maybe actually doing the task would take a lot less time than all the time you spend thinking about it. My final tip is self-care. And remember that your health and your downtime is important, and you need to take it whenever you need it. It's really easy to just fill up your calendar right to the brim, but it's also really important to take some time for yourself and do something you really love. Or don't do anything at all, which is nice sometimes. So those are my top 10 scheduling tips for the busy millennial. Let me know if you have any other suggestions or any other tips that you do in the comments down below. I would love to hear them. Like I said, we're all just trying to do our best, so I would appreciate any of your suggestions. I think that'd be pretty cool. Also, don't forget to check out the description where I'll have any links that you may need listed below. You can go check that out. And you can also find me on social media, absolutely anywhere, at Chelsi Madonna. It's super easy, just wherever you go. Instagram, Twitter, sometimes Facebook, although I rarely use Facebook, but you know, everywhere at Chelsi Madonna. But something even more exciting is that you can go and check out my website at chelsimadonna.com. It's brand new, it's really exciting, so you can go and check that out, and I will keep you updated on any blog posts or exciting things that happen over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited to chat with you in the comments. I'm going to go there right after I post this video, so make sure to leave a little comment and I'll say hi and we can have a grand old chat. It'll be awesome. I hope you're having a great democracy week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!